everyone, so I know everyone hates it if I start a video with an apology, but I just wanted to mention the reason that my hair looks like this is because I'm going to get my hair trimmed in a little bit, so I don't want to bother kind of doing anything with it, and yeah, I'm not having like a haircut or anything, I'm just having a little bit of a trim. I normally trim it myself, but I thought I'd kind of just get a proper trim, so that's why it looks so boring. But I am here today to talk to you about sunscreens, and I have mentioned this in the past, and kind of I think maybe 2 years ago I did kind of an updated version of this as well, and there's new formulas coming out all the time, new products that I want to talk to you about, but really it is so important to wear sunscreen. And I know that a lot of people kind of think, you know, living in England especially, it's never particularly sunny, it's not really that hot, and kind of do we really need to wear sunscreen? And the answer is yes, if you want to protect your skin from kind of the harmful rays, and if you want to protect your skin from aging, which is kind of my main concern. And I know you're probably thinking like that, you know, you're not even 25, why are you so concerned about this? But I am not far from 25, which really scares me if I'm being honest. And I think it's just kind of better to prevent your skin from as much aging as possible rather than trying to cure it, because let's face it, no anti-aging creams are going to kind of make you suddenly look 20 years younger. So sunscreen is really important, and also because I suffer from pigmentation, I really like to be careful to protect my skin as much as possible, because I don't want my pigmentation to get any worse, and touch wood, it has been a lot better lately, and I will talk about that in a video soon. But I just wanted to kind of give a quick mention to a couple of products here that are things that you kind of might think, oh, that seems okay, but you are not actually protecting your skin fully. Now I'm not going to kind of go into the whole science of it again, talking about kind of UVA and UVB and broad spectrum, but I'm just going to show you two products here, for example. Now these are both from ranges within Superdrug that I really like. So we've got the Naturally Radiant Brightening Day Cream, which looks like this, and the Clearly Youthful SPF 15 Day Cream. Both of these, you know, you think SPF 15, that's fine, in the winter that is fine, but neither of these have broad spectrum sunscreen and will protect you from the UVA rays and the UVB rays, which, if you kind of want to remember what they are, the easiest way is UVA is for aging, UVB is for burning. And I personally think in the winter, like kind of when it's like December time, you can get away with having SPF 15. I never ever go below 15. I think that's just completely pointless, and all those kind of products that have like SPF 6 in them, it's just ridiculous and it shouldn't be allowed. There's no point in that. But I've got a couple here for you that are really great textures, great formulas, things that are going to really give you the full protection but not feel greasy, which is another thing that people always say to me, I don't wear sunscreen because it always feels greasy and I don't like how it feels on my skin, which is fair enough. And I'm not necessarily talking here about things that you would use to protect your skin when you're kind of on the beach, that kind of thing, although you can use all of these for those. You do have to keep reapplying, but I'm talking more kind of day-to-day under makeup type of formulas that would work really well. The first three I've got here are for very oily skin that I'm going to talk to you about, and then I've got one that's kind of more suitable for slightly drier skin because I don't want to kind of leave anyone out. But also I want to give an honourable mention to the Soap & Glory Shield Yourself Youthful. I bought that last summer, I used it up, I loved it. That's a great product. It's around £15, so it's not the cheapest from Soap & Glory, but it works really well, non-greasy. It's not tinted, but it's kind of not white either. You have to kind of shake it and it kind of dries to a matte finish. Really good under makeup. Even helps with a little bit of oil control, I found. So that's a really good one. I just haven't repurchased this summer because I'm using loads of other different ones. The one that I have been the most impressed with though is this one by Dermalogica, and it's the Dermalogica Oil Free Matte SPF 30 Broad Spectrum, which looks like this. That's what the box looks like. The packaging of this is actually quite funny because it looks, I think, like a little pot of glue. Like, don't you think it looks like glue? I just find that really funny for some reason. I feel like I look so pale on camera all the time, and it's like I'm actually really tanned, and it's just making me look like super pale. Shall I turn down the light a little bit? It's not really helped, has it? And it's making my hair look way darker in camera than it actually is, but whatever, never mind. Yeah, back to this. It looks like glue or like paint or something, but this is so nice. It kind of dries matte on your skin within a couple of kind of minutes of you putting it on. I like SPF 50 usually. I know the kind of difference between 30 and 50 is not that vast. I just prefer it. It comes out with kind of a little dropper like that. So if you just pop that on your hand, I will show you. So that's what it looks like there. And it looks really white at first, but then you rub it in and you'll see it just disappears. Kind of you're left with no tackiness. It dries completely. Just matte. It's really great. I love that one. I know it's a little bit pricey, but generally speaking these types of products are a little bit pricey and you're protecting your skin, so it is really important. Another one that's a little bit pricey is the Clarins UV Plus SPF 50. This is one that I've used for years. I really like it. I haven't actually opened this one yet because it's a new one, but I've used this on and off for years. It is very small and you don't get tons of product in it. It's 30ml, but it is a really good one. Great for kind of if you're going on holiday as well, because it's so small. But you do want to remember to use enough sunscreen. I am guilty of this and I have to kind of remind myself every morning when I'm putting my sunscreen on, use a little bit more. You need to use a teaspoon for it to kind of be fully effective, and the formulas of these are so kind of light and non-greasy that it's not too much of a problem. One that's a little bit more affordable is this one from the Body Shop, and it's the Multi-Essence SPF 50 PA++, which looks like this. Now I'm not going to kind of go into whether they're a chemical sunscreen or a physical sunscreen, all that. I'll just put their info down below so you can have a read if you wanted to. This is by far the kind of lightest texture. I mean, I'm going to show you here. It's very watery. It doesn't even kind of feel like a cream. It's like a very light watery lotion, which rubs in kind of, it doesn't rub in, it just sinks in. It literally feels like you're putting water on your skin. It's so light. I mean, it's really lovely. SPF 50, really great for oily skin. It's not as dry feeling as the Dermalogica one, and if I had to pick between the two, I do think the Dermalogica one, in terms of how it dries quickly on the skin, is a little bit nicer, but that one's a higher factor and it is a lot cheaper, so that's something to bear in mind. And then the one that I did want to mention, that's also from the Body Shop, that's good if you have slightly drier skin. I was using this, and while I do like it, it's just a little bit oily for me. It's the Vitamin C Daily Moisturiser SPF 30, and this has got UVA and UVB protection, and it's for dull skin. It's from the Vitamin C range, which is a range from them I really like. It smells really good, but it's one that leaves a dewy finish, so probably one that's maybe a little bit nicer kind of the winter time. I would use this, and I've got very oily skin, more so in the winter time because it does leave a dewy finish. In the summer I'm all about keeping the oil at bay, but just one that I wanted to mention just in case you did have like if you weren't too bothered about oil, because I know everyone keeps talking about just like, you know, oil-free sunscreens, which all of these are, but you know, not everyone wants that, so I thought I'd give that a mention. But that is everything. I hope you enjoyed these recommendations. That's kind of all this video was, really, with some great recommendations for ones that I have been testing and that I found that are just really lightweight and all work great under makeup, don't roll up or anything. A side note, actually, the Clearly Youthful from Superdrug, really didn't like that one, not just because of the sunscreen thing, but it goes bitty once you rub it into your skin and try and put makeup on over the top, so whatever. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Please let me know if you've got any sunscreen recommendations, and please let me know that you feel the same way about wearing sunscreen and that you wear it every single day, because it is so important. The amount of people I've seen recently when it's been warm walking around with like red faces, and I'm just like, no, why are you doing this? I mean, don't get me wrong, I love being in the sun, but protection as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know down below if you've got any recommendations, and I'll see you next time.